was quick. So, title of this live stream is "It's Been a Rough Month," and it has. I can't baloney. I can't put the baloney out there. It's been a really rough month on me. Losing my baby girl, my dog. That was her name. And kind of a good note. I harvested a bunch of my flour, but then on a bad note, I did lose a good portion of it because I had fallen behind taking care of everything, and one of the plants actually it had what's called powdery mildew. So pretty much lost, I don't know, 20-30% of one of the plants. But actually it's not so bad, right? We got to look at it like this. I harvested a large amount. I got enough to get me through. That's the point, right? To have enough to survive. I don't need no more. I don't need no less. Just what I need. It would have been nice to have a little extra, but you know, it is what it is. Shit happens. So, as of this point, I pretty much got everything harvested except for 2 plants. Now the 2 plants, I cut everything off that was infected and took it outside and washed it. I washed the plant down with clean water. And now what I'm going to do is just try to keep my eye on it, play it by ear, see what's happening. Herman, what up? Tammy. So, like I was saying, my buddy Zach over here. Another bit of sad news. Zach will be headed back to Zachlandia tomorrow. That sucks. Yeah, right. Kicked you out. You ain't never kicked out, man. Get out of here. He's my smoking buddy. You know what? Me and Zach are so much alike when it comes to everything. We both are complete Star Trek freaks. We both really enjoy pot and coffee. Yeah.
Trey lunch.
Yes, very much so. Cheers. Salute.
Kapla.
Kapla. Kapla!
Kapla.
David Bingman. Cheers. Salute. World Funny. World Funny's out there throwing numbers up in the 0530.
Oh no, it's too late. Don't hurt the thinky box.
What is it?
He's throwing out numbers. I said it's too late. Don't be hurting the thinky box. With numbers.
You guys are such a dork. No, we'd have to be dorks. You guys are one dork. No.
We're a whole dork.
Yeah, no, that don't work. We would have to be dorks.
Plural.
Yes. Get your trolling down correct.
Plural.
Wendy!
What's up, Wendy?
What's up, girl? I just harvested the fuzzy navel. We just saved most of the fuzzy navel.
Yeah.
So, that's what matters, right?
You
Saving.
said there might be a little more that you can save.
Oh, no. What I said is I left the lower on the plant. And so, say fireman comes with what he's got,
Right.
and it cleans whatever off, then that could possibly grow, whatever. Doesn't matter. The blueberry had nothing on it. The blueberry's perfect. Like I said, the white wedding is really what I'm happy about. You and Shelly made it possible for me to grow the white wedding. So making it to term with that one was like, I've been working on it since fucking New Year's, bro. So right now we have a good amount of cured flour. We have flour drying. And so if we lost a little bit, so be it. It's never a loss, it's a lesson, right? But the only lesson I got out of this, it wasn't really a lesson. The only lesson I got was there's no lesson to be had. I didn't do what I was supposed to do because I was mourning the loss of my dog. And I didn't have the energy.
Or what is the lesson? It's okay to mourn and have good feelings. It's okay for things not to always go right. It's okay.
It's not okay to work on something for fucking 3 months and then fuck it up on the last 10 minutes. Melissa Bryan, good to see you. Welcome.
What's up?
Need a lighter? So yeah, we're good to go. I don't got no complaints. I do. I got some complaints. Like the one complaint is, I just wish my dog was still there. That's it. She was the thing that got me up every day, had me happy. Just every morning. I got up 4 in the morning, man. And every morning she got up, 4 in the morning? She had to go pee. Every morning, usually that was her pee time. So I'd get up for my plants, and she'd be shaking her tail, and I'd say, "Gotta go out?" "Yes, I do. Let's go."
Sometimes she wouldn't even let you wake up.
It's been a long time seeing you. Well, yeah, I haven't been live streaming on YouTube for a while. I've been on a platform called DLive, but DLive shut its doors, and now we're live streaming somewhere else, but we're still working it out. Wendy, it's alright. I mean, it's part of life, right? Death is part of life. So,
Sucks because the kid she
yeah. She was such an angel. I have all beautiful memories of her. Like, just all beautiful. And when she came to us at first, she was what I would call a rescue. But oddly enough, her original owner came out of the woodwork, right? After I took her from these random people, the original owner found me, then came and gave us some stuff for her nose and like her leash and a toy, and but didn't really seem to want to have anything to do with her. It's like, I don't know. I'm attached to my animals, right?
Not you, but you look like you're ready to run her off.
Well, that's really what it was. And he said that the dog hurt his mother. And I could see that happening, because baby girl, if she wanted to go, she would go. And she was, when she was chunky, she was 80 pounds of muscle. You know what I mean? So maybe it was true. I guess his mother got hurt walking her, so maybe that's why they got rid of her. I don't know why you'd get rid of such a beautiful animal. But anyways, when I got her, me and her clicked right away. Like, you even asked my mom, like, she clicked right to me. I bring her home, I washed her, gave her a bath, and then we jumped up into that bed together and cuddled up and went right to sleep. We didn't even start our day, and well, that was the start to our day, right? It was just getting her clean up. I made sure she ate, and then we laid down, and that was our first day together. And I remember that first day, she came up and she put her nose so deep into my chest, like she was like literally saying, "Hey."
I'm confused with you.
She was like, "Thank you so much for coming to get me." And I could tell that she wasn't being treated right? And the way she was bonding to me so quickly, I could tell she was being abused, right? Like, she had cuts all over her. She wasn't well taken care of. I could tell she was well taken care of previously because her nails were clipped short, like she had been taken to the vet not too long ago, and she was fixed. So somebody spent some money on her originally, but then I think she was passed around from person to person. Now, I don't know why you would pass such a beautiful dog around. I wish I was there for when she was born. She would have been with me from day one to the very last day. But I'm blessed to have had any time with her, you know what I mean? Because if certain events didn't happen, I wouldn't have had no time with her, right? And who knows, she might have not had as long a life as she did have, right? She might not have lasted that long. Who knows? Who knows what would have happened? What's up, Jared? But yeah, losing baby girl was really a hard hit, man. Really a hard hit. Huh? She was all I needed. She was all the girl I needed. I got a video on my Facebook where I'm holding my phone and I say, "This is all the girl I need in my life." And she's like sitting there, so happy, and she's shaking her head and she goes, and I have that on like camera, so that's like every time I watch it, I'm like happy to have a small memory that can't be tarnished or lost, or you know what I mean? It's always going to be there.
It won't start skipping there if you rewind it 100 times, like DVDs of the past.
It was just such a perfect capture. Like, I couldn't have planned it better. Like, one day I just hit record, and I don't know why. I was just like, I know why. Because I was broken up about breaking up, right, with my ex, that I was uncertain about life. Like, what am I going to do? And how am I going to survive? And what's this, that, and the next thing? But then, after getting baby girl, I realized that the biggest thing I was afraid of was being cold at night. That's it. Being cold. Not having a warm body next to me, keeping me warm. That was literally my favorite part of our relationship, was having a warm body next to me. I didn't get along with her fucking ideas, her fucking views, her fucking none of this shit. Sometimes we would talk and the fucking talking would hurt my head. But that warm body, that, you know, you get used to it. But baby girl was all the woman I needed. For one, she kept me warm at night. She never complained. She was always happy to see me. Every day she was super happy to see me. And she was always sad when I left. My family used to tell me, that dog is freaking weird, man. When you leave, she gets depressed. And she did, because she had separation problems from her previous owners. I would never leave her. Oh, I was always coming back, though. Yeah. But if I was never coming back, like, I left her in the home, you know what I mean? She always had that separation anxiety. Yeah, I know. I hate when life is uncertain. It happens. You know, life is uncertain. When you try to control life, that's when things really just seem to fall apart, right? You're trying to hold on to everything, control it all, structure it.
Because when I try, in the past, when I tried it, that's when it fucks up and goes askew. But when I just do it,
Sometimes I feel like this world is hell, because right when there's something that makes me happy, here comes something else to destroy it.
yeah,
You know?
it's testing you.
Lou, what did you give Mama Rock for Mother's Day? Did you get cake for your birthday? I gave Mama Rock a big old pile of Blue Rock special products, is what I gave her. And yes, I got a cake. I didn't get no candles, but I got a cake. I ain't get no wish, but I got a cake. That one, I'll never forget that one. Zach's over here like, I got the candle, buddy.
I did.
Separation anxiety. My dog has it too, says Wendy. Yeah, she had it. She was probably a real candidate for like one of those dogs that needed medications, right? For that kind of stuff. What she used to do is she used to lick her paw out of nervousness. I could tell when she was mad, when she didn't get to do what she wanted, whatever, she'd just sit there and go and lick her paw. Lick her paw. I miss her so much, man. Well, I guess I got something to look forward to. Heaven, right? I had my heaven right here on earth. That's alright, because Jesus is going to come back soon. And when he does, I know who's going to be standing right next to him. I know who's going to be sitting right next to next to him. I said her because she's going to be right next to him when he comes. I'm here. I'm back. And I bring the big guy with me. My dog used to always, when I walked in the house, she would grab a shoe or a slipper or something, and she would give it to me like a toy, like a gift. So every time I came in the house, she'd say, "Here, I got this shoe for you, Daddy, here." And it would be Mama Rock's shoe. So it's like her shoes were always getting fucking chewed up by the dog. She was so adamant about giving me something that one day there was a hammer on the floor. And she goes and she grabs the hammer by the handle, picks up the hammer to give it to me. It's like, freaking silly dog. My dog gets so mad when I leave her. She barks the whole time and I get back. She don't like me leaving neither. So, in the end, in the last couple weeks of her life, I wouldn't allow her to come downstairs because of all the plants, all the smoke, all the nastiness. So she was staying in the living room. So when I wasn't in the living room with her, all of a sudden I would hear, "Woof! Woof! and I'd go upstairs, and it wasn't her barking at somebody, it was her barking saying, "Get your ass up here. I want you." And so when I would come up and I would see nobody was at the door, nobody was in the window, I knew that she was calling me for me. And all precious memories, man. And she was really sick. In the end, like, whatever that doctor did to her, man, really got my dog sick. My dog was given a vaccine that was recalled. And I believe that she got myocarditis, the swelling of the heart. Because that's what the final vet said, is that her heart, she was having congestive heart failure. And the heart wasn't beating correctly. Well, she had never had that history. She had never had a history of a heart murmur, improper heartbeat, none of that stuff. Until we got a fucking rabies vaccine. So, I am, on the 1st of this month, when I get some money in my pocket, I'm going to file a lawsuit against the company that gave my dog a recalled vaccine. And what happened is, I went to the doctor for the dry nose. Remember, she had a dry nose? Well, the dry nose had cracked and it was bleeding. So that's what I took her to the doctor for. So the doctor's there trying to raise the price of the visit. And she's going through her little computer and she's going, "I don't see no records for her for vaccinations." And I'm like, "Lady, she's been vaccinated. You can see she's been fixed. She's got all of this stuff already. We're here for her nose." She didn't even give us the prescription for the it's called keratinosis or something. It's a keratin deficiency. And hyperkeratosis is what it's called. And it's a keratin, it's an excess of keratin in the body. And it's very common in bullies because they're overbred and they're inbred. So instead of giving us a prescription which could have possibly helped her for the hyperkeratosis, right? She gives her a rabies vaccine, which she's an inside dog. Never goes outside, bro. My dog's never left outside. She's always walking with me. She's always with me. She has as much chance of getting rabies as I do. So my gut told me not to give her the rabies vaccine, but my fucking brain said, well, let's make sure she's got everything. Let's make sure she's taken care of. And that cost me my dog. And that cost my dog her life. And she probably thinks that I'm the worst. I'm just that dog. Wendy, I will hopefully get a dog again when I can afford it. When I could afford it. I don't want to just go jumping into a dog when I just seen the reality to what happens when an emergency comes along and you can't afford to take your dog and spend $2,000 to keep her alive, you know? So I want to make sure that I can properly care for a dog before I just go get another one. And then, like, I would like to make sure I've seen Lemonade is one of them, and it's a dog pet insurance, and I would want to have some backup for my dog.
Alabama has some.
Like that. That's what I would need.
We talked about that, and maybe that's the thing.
Yeah, yeah. I just need to make sure my dog is all set. Like, just like a person. Because that dog is important as people are to me. I'm a dog person. Tracy Long, hello. You know how horrible so the 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 vet visit to fix her nose cost her life. I couldn't afford that visit, right? The first visit. So then after that, they shot the dog in the leg with the vaccine. Her leg literally gave out. We, like, my friend Mr. Fireman CV, they both witnessed her that week. She came home from the vet, her leg didn't work. She couldn't walk on her leg for the rest of her life. That leg didn't work. We didn't go in there, and she never had a problem with her leg till we left. So then when I called complaining, because my dog couldn't walk, they say, oh, it's normal for her to have a sore leg for a couple days. A couple days? It's been a fucking week and a half, my dog can't walk. My dog never did walk again. Then, after about a month, her other legs gave out. And all of her legs swelled up. Like, every leg, all the legs swelled up, fucking swelled out to here. That was her heart swelling up. She was fucking dying and suffocating. I found out the rabies vaccine was recalled because they sent me a letter. And I have the letter right here. That's my evidence for the lawsuit. I don't care if I win. All I care about is the person having to know what they did, right? And I want to drag them through court, and I want to fucking cost them as much as I can. If they're in court fighting me, they're not killing another dog. They're not hurting another dog. So we're gonna fight for this, and I'm starting Baby Girls Foundation, which Baby Girls Foundation is for low-income people, and an emergency vet visit situation. And I want to set this up so it's like, I'm going to find somebody who's good with this kind of stuff, right? Somebody who I know who's willing to take on, like, something extra. I have some friends that are retired, stuff like, somebody who has the ability to help out. It's going to be to help animals, you know? But what I would like is a foundation that's set up, and maybe we'll start with one hospital, where we go to the hospital and we tell the hospital, listen, when there's somebody that's here, they're actually physically here. I'm not talking about people calling saying, yo, my dog's sick, what can you do for me? No, when there's somebody here and there's a dog sitting in front of you and it's an emergency, and that person's been fucking turned away from every other fucking, the credit card, everything, they have no way to help their animal, but they're still sitting there with a sick animal. I want there to be a charity in place, a safety net for those animals. They're there, they're sick, they can be helped. You know what I mean? So, it can be done. It's something that can be done. People waste money on charities that are false, they're fake. They're not there to help anything but people's pockets. Helping animals, especially when, like, we're the ones that bring these fucking things into the world. We're the reason they're suffering. You know what I mean? They should have the same rights to an emergency visit at a hospital as a human being. Alright? Because if not, then we shouldn't be allowed to have pets. People in general should not be allowed to have pets. What I'm saying is the pets should be taken care of no matter what. They are living, and you can't tell me that these animals don't have a soul just like human beings do. They're just like, I've seen dogs that can talk, that can tell you, I love you. I love mama. Like, they talk, bro. They say that dogs have the intelligence and the vocabulary of a 5 to 6 year old child. Do you know how much stuff a 5 to 6 year old child understands? A lot. So if a dog has that level of intelligence, that's high intelligence.
I don't even have to look because my dogs are addicted to cheese.
Yeah.
I don't even have to say it. And they will sit. And I'll put it down and I'll just look at them.
Wendy says you should win. That's horrible. Yes, I have the paper here. I'm looking for somebody that can help me. Maybe a lawyer or something. Oh, I do have the... Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, I saved the fucking envelope as well. I thought I didn't save the envelope, but I did. I did save the envelope. I'm so fucking happy. So this is the envelope that came in. So, here we go. Important recall notification. Recent rabies vaccination. We are writing to inform you of an important recall notification related to the rabies vaccine your pet recently received at our clinic. Our vaccine supplier has informed us that, out of an abundance of caution, it has issued a recall on the specific batch of rabies vaccine that was administered to your pet. A small number of sterile water vials were inadvertently labeled as rabies vaccine. The supplier has identified and corrected the issue, and no other batches are affected. Do you think I buy that it's just water that they gave my dog? Not for one fucking second do I buy that it was just water in the fucking vaccine. Rabies is a serious disease, so we ask that you please contact us as soon as possible to schedule a free revaccination appointment. You know what I did? I went back and I said, my dog can't walk. You shot my dog with something. I said, you shot my dog with water on her leg and she can't walk. The lady literally screamed at me like this. I didn't shoot nothing into your dog. No, you did shoot something into my dog. What, now you're denying that you even shot anything into my dog? Like, so what happened to my dog? She vaccinated herself? I've said this. I'm so fucking fucked up in the head, I wanted to walk up to her and say, don't worry, it's not a vaccine, you'll be okay. But I'd go to jail forever. I'm gonna hit her. Yeah, I'm gonna hit her where it matters. Because she's a fucking devil. She's a demon. And what motivates those demons is the almighty dollar that they worship. And so I will hit her right where it matters. You know why I know she worships the almighty dollar? It was the almighty dollar that made her shoot that vaccine into my dog. And my dog did not need it. She just wanted the extra $60. She was already making $400 off me. What the fuck she had needed the extra $60 for? And then she could have made the money. Why didn't she prescribe us the stuff for the hyperkeratosis? She never did. She never gave us a prescription for the hyperkeratosis. I'd bring her to the fucking doctor for that. Or she knew what she was doing. Exactly.
That's why she offered to have her go to because she knew she had already.
Yeah, exactly.
Because most doctors will be like, okay, you should prescription.
Yeah. Or when I came in and said my dog wasn't walking, she wanted to start screaming about, I didn't shoot nothing into your And that's what she literally said. She said, I didn't shoot nothing into your dog's leg. I'm like, you definitely shot something into my dog's leg, because I had to sit there and breathe in her face to distract her while she gave her the shot. And she told me that breathing in the dog's face calms the dog. And she was right, it does. Like, the owner's breathing in the dog's face does calm her. I don't know, man, but this is the beginning of Baby Girl's foundation. This letter is the proof that they murdered her. They will pay for it, and that will go to helping other baby girls, other dogs like Baby Girl. So I could have went off the hinges and went and did drugs and fucking destroyed myself and took everything out on myself, but that wouldn't have helped my dog, right? That wouldn't have made my dog happy in any way, right? Even from where she's at now, she'd be disappointed. Damn, I passed away, and now look at my owner, he fell apart, right? No, I want her to look down and say, man, look at my owner doing good still. Look at what I did for him. Look at what I did for my owner. He's a strong person now because of me. So that's how I feel. Right? I don't want to let her down. She was the ultimate service dog. She helped me through drug addiction, night terrors. I used to wake up screaming at night. You can ask my ex how hard it was to sleep next to me. Waking up screaming, swinging at people. Yo, she got punched in the face, dude. Literally. She had to deal with this. I would wake up and I'd feel like I was falling, and I would slam my hands down on the bed like this. And one day I did that, and my elbow clocked her right in the eye. Bow! As hard as I could. Here's the thing. I know it was as hard as I could because I wake up and I'm slamming my arms down and I feel her fucking head. I elbowed her in the head as hard as I could. Not on purpose, but it still happened. Now you wake up next to the person that you love and you just hit them in the fucking face because you're fucked up in the head. It sucks. It sucks. It really sucked. And I remember her fucking reaction at first. At first she goes, what the fuck? And then she's like, it's okay. Nope, it's okay. And I'm sitting there and I'm crying and freaking out. And she's like, no, it's alright. It's alright. Don't, like... So she dealt with it in a good way. You know what I mean? Somebody else might have fucking flipped out and started fighting. You would have hit me in the face, and I woke up, I don't have the restraint like she does. I would have been woken up by her being in a panic, and she said, motherfucker, here, have an elbow in the eye. I might get up and be like, oh, yeah. And then we figure it out later. She was really good, actually. She dealt with a lot of stuff. Some relationships aren't meant to last forever. You know what I mean?
Some people are seasoned people. Sometimes some people are lifetime. And
some people are seasoned people, and some people are lifetime people.
And sometimes we get them confused.
I like that.
The lifetime with the season. And that's what my ex was me. She was just a seasoned person that I got mixed up for a lifetime.
That is fucking genius.
She came in to teach me a lesson, and I thank her for that lesson. And
did you guys hear that? We got some people that are seasoned people, and some people that are lifetime people. That makes the most sense to me I've ever fucking heard ever. Yeah, and it seems like some people are just like them summertime people. You know what I mean? They come around when the weather's good. You know. Once it gets cold, though, there ain't no love. Love don't live here no more, partner.
You want your pumpkin?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Ain't like we're doing anything else, anywhere else. Oh, sorry guys.
Some people like the tree. Some people are the leaves of the tree. When the wind blows, they'll blow here and there. And some people are the branches. You think they're safe to step on, and what you do, you fall. But some people are the roots of that tree. And them are the people that you want to hold on to. They hold the tree there in the storms. And I'm talking about the good-rooted people, not the loose roots.
Yeah, but you know what? I've had relationships where I was the fucking... You know that song by Taylor Swift? I'm the problem, it's me. Sometimes I'm the problem, it's me. You know what I mean? Like, I would say there was something wrong with me in my last relationship that had nothing to do with her that I couldn't get over. Like, I just couldn't get over it. Like, there's just something I couldn't fucking... It took baby girl to come into my life to fucking heal. That's strange. That a dog had to come into my life to make me feel whole again.
Could have been somebody from your past.
What's that?
Could have been somebody from your past that came back as baby girl.
What about the dog that baby girl's named after? Patches. She reminded me so much of Patches. That's why I named her baby girl. So maybe Patches came down and borrowed a body for a couple years. Oh yes, we're drinking coffee. We do that all day and night over this area. Coffee all day and night. Among other things. Oh, let's not lose the fucking one letter that means something. So yes, I'm gonna go and file a lawsuit. And I hope that I guarantee you there's already many more lawsuits against this woman. So things are already gonna be stacked in my favor. That letter and my dog being in the ground are pretty much the evidence I need, you know? Red Brush, what up? That sounds like red rum, right? I got a friend with a similar name. Did I roll the... Oh, let's roll the thing. What's that? Bedtime. It's time for bed, man. It's that time.
Sorry, that'll be a part of my story.
Baby girl was my guardian angel. She just came down in the form of a dog for a little while to cuddle with me for a little bit. I hope one day. Oh, that dog. You seen that dog that guy had? Bro, that dog, I would take that dog. It was a dog that looked like a little fatter baby girl, right? Oh, and then when he picked up the dog, he said, "This baby right here." And I'm like, he called her baby. She's perfect. I do want another dog. I do. It's selfish of me.
Why is it selfish?
It's very selfish of me. My dog just suffered.
You're not saying you're going to go get another dog tomorrow.
If I could, I would. If I could, I would. I would have a dog already. You know what happened last time? Patches, I had Patches for 19 years. And she passed away. And we're at the mall. me and my mom and one of my friends. And I see this little dog, and it looks like a miniature pit bull, but it's a Jack Russell Terrier puppy, right? And we're walking by, and I see the dog, and I go and I play with the dog, and it's so cool. And I have a little cool minute with the dog, and then I'm going to GameStop because I got some video game shit to buy, right? So I go to GameStop, I buy my game, and I come back out of the GameStop, and my friend's sitting there, and he's got a leather jacket on. He's sitting there like this, and my mom gives everything up. She's got a shit-eating grin on her face. And my friend, he walks up, and he says, "Oh, I got you a new friend." And he opens his jacket, and Max's head pops out. And I was just like, but he was a male dog, right? And me and Max, we never clicked. Max clicked with everybody, right, in the whole house, like a dog does, right? Like dogs usually do. Baby girl was mine. She wanted to be next to me all day long. Nobody else. There was no doubt in anybody's mind. She was mine. But Max was awesome. And Max lived a very, very long life. Max lived to be, it's out on his grave, I think he lived almost 20 years as well. Yeah, he lived very long, man. He was an old man when he passed. I don't know, it's on his grave. We got him a grave. We loved him so much, we got him a grave. And we'll get baby girl a grave too. And I'll be buried right out there next to the dogs. And I got a family member that is out there next to the dogs already in ashes, not like a full body, but this was our first home, and it's a family home, and it'll stay in the family. This home we got this home, me and my mom got this home for security for the children, right? So the children always had a home. Bless you, they didn't have to worry about paying rent or fucking any of those things, right? They had a good start. So it was never about us. It was about the kids. Dude, I just found a seed. Look at this. Wow.
Is it viable?
It's tiny, bro. Here's the thing. Even though it's tiny, if I could get a fucking male out of it, nah, it wouldn't even be worth it. Again, you want a good pheno. The male, you want to have a good male. You don't want just any male. You want a male that shows the same resistance to things as the female phenotype would. So I'm just surprised that we got a seed. That was out of the marshmallow. Huh. I wonder if it was a forced seed or a small pollen event from something. I wonder what it was. Sometimes the plant just forces a seed through, Baby girl was with you 24/7. She sure was. And she still would be. My plan was this summer I wanted to take her to the beach. Yeah. Well, she'll be with us in spirit. That's for sure. Yeah, if that guy, I don't know where that guy's located, but if he was trying to adopt that dog out, I'll fucking drive anywhere in the United States for that dog. I'll drive to fucking Australia for that dog. Right now, I'll drive to Australia. She was a cutie. Her bottom teeth were kind of sticking out upwards. Did you see it? No. She was more of like a bulldog than some of them lean towards the pit bull side. Baby girl looked more like a pit bull than a bully. But you could tell she was a bully. But some of them look more like a bulldog. A lot, like very short legs. And then one thing about the bulldogs is their legs are bow-legged. They turn like this. So you can see that their elbows stick out kind of weird. Yeah, when they walk. I'm fucking broken, man. I miss my baby. And then I had a dog before baby girl. And I raised that dog. While my ex was always gone at work doing whatever, I was raising the dog, and when she left, she took the dog with her. Well, that dog's no longer alive. Somebody lost the dog. How do you lose a fucking dog? I'll tell you how you lose a fucking dog. You don't take care of it. You're so fucking out of it that you're, letting other people watch your dog. Fucking stupid in my opinion, but whatever. That dog wasn't owned by me. Like, I didn't pay for it, so I guess it wasn't mine. I sure felt like my child had been kidnapped, though. Whatever. Maybe I'm just a little bitter today. So I figured I'd come on here and hang out with Joe. Whoever wanted to hang out for a little bit. Oh, that is red rum. I thought it was red. What's up, Red? See, I could tell just from your name. I'm like, that's motherfucking Red. That's Red. That's gotta be Red. So yeah, and I'm 44 years old. That's another good thing, right? No. Getting older, right? Fuck. I'm 44 now. As of yesterday. 44 years old. I got a lot of gray hair in a very short amount of time. I have videos from 2 years ago where there's not a single gray hair on my chinny chin chin. So I went completely gray within, I don't know, a year or two. And then after the St. Augustine event, I got a silver stripe through, the entirety of my head. There's a complete, silver stripe right through my head like a skunk. That happened June 15th, 2020. that was the night in St. Augustine. I'll never forget it. And the reason I know the exact day is because if you look up Blue Rock, St. Augustine Lighthouse, you'll see me and John the night after I was possessed. In fact, you'll see everybody who was there. You'll see Logan. Logan was a 15-year-old who witnessed everything that night. And I'm very interested to hear what he has to say about that night. In fact, I'm the most interested in hearing his version over everything. I think that would be one heck of a interesting interview. I don't know, maybe if the information never gets back to Patty or whatever, I would really like to hear what he had to say about that night. I interviewed him the night after, and I asked him, what did you see? And I got a lot of the interview on camera, but he was a minor, so I can't just put a minor in a video. Especially during those times on YouTube, it was a big no-no. But I have the footage, and he says, in the footage, he says, Lou, your eyes were completely black. He's like, all the color disappeared in your eyes, and they turned black. And he said, you had a shadow that was like hanging above your back. And he was like it just came out of your back. And he said it was just hanging right above you like a cloud, is how he explained it. And then he said, when it spoke, he said, I could tell it wasn't you. I could tell it was somebody else's voice, not your voice. Which I was witnessing what was happening. When it spoke, I could tell it wasn't my voice either. Because you could feel your own voice when you speak, right? There's a certain feel to every word that you say. When this thing was using my vocal cords, it was using my vocal cords in a different way. And it sounded fucked up. Also, this thing was doing things like it would crack bones. And I mean, it would move, and you would hear crunch, crunch, crunch. It was fucked up. Logan said that I picked up Lucid, picked her up over my head like this, and threw her at the bed like she was nothing. There's no way I could do that in my normal fucking condition. I couldn't just take you and pick you up and throw you at the fucking bed. So, yeah. It was traumatic enough for me to quit the paranormal. It was traumatic enough for 3 other paranormal investigators to leave the hotel that it happened at. So, once everybody got home, because the night before everybody went out to film, and Patty said, can you watch Logan? I was like, yeah, I was tired, I wanted to rest. So I stayed in, and about an hour after everybody left, the shit hit the fan. And it didn't stop until the light came up the next day, till the sun came up. Then after the sun came up, it was like the sun pretty much ended all of it, right? Maybe they can't be around in the daytime or something. It was like the sun literally ended the experience. And then they all started to get back to the hotel, and when everybody started finding out, and then they seen me, they left. They fucking left. They left the hotel. And we had rented that hotel for 2 weeks. We were supposed to be there for a while. It was fucked up. It's a fucked up situation. What's up, Colleen? Here it is. But if you want to ever see what a possessed guy looks, or a recently possessed guy, look up Blue Rock, St. Augustine Lighthouse. That's me the day after everything. And now, the day after, bro, it took me 8 months. 8 months to have some sort of normalcy. You know what I mean? Like, for 8 months, I didn't know if I had fucking gone crazy. What the fuck happened? Like, when I actually, when I tell the full story, it starts to sound really fucking insane. Not believable. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll take a lie detector test. I'll swear any oath, and I'm very religious. I'll swear any oath on the Bible, and everything that I said about St. Augustine was true. Here's another thing. We're with a whole bunch of paranormal investigators. Not one fucking camera turns on. One did. One camera turned on for about a minute. Lucid had the balls to turn a camera on. And she has the video, and there's one picture of me on YouTube. It's the only picture that exists of me the day I was possessed. And so she starts recording, and I think she was kind of like holding her phone, kind of like she was looking at her phone, and not letting me know that she was recording, but she was recording. But I knew she was recording. So I look at her, and it was me. It wasn't the thing, but I was annoyed. I was like, "Are you recording me?" And she's like, "Yeah, I was just recording for a second." I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing that for?" She's like, "Oh, all right, never mind," and turned it off. That's the most footage that anybody's got of me of that day. It's just that 1 minute clip. It was a fucked up day. You know what? I'd like to find out what video. Oh, you know what? That was the night that Patty filmed the museum in St. Augustine. I'd like to watch that video to see what came through her spirit box. Because as she was there, me and her grandson and Lucid are experiencing a fucking full-out demonic fucking possession and crazy shit. This one's a little tight. Is that one tight? Is it not smoking? No? It's not? Yeah, this one's not smoking. I'm gonna have to redo this. Let's try this again. Good?
So you want it to be tight, not too tight.
Yeah, if there's too much in there, it's too tight, it won't burn. Yeah. Much better. Yeah? Good.
I feel like I'm just
Sucking on. Eyes popping out. Was it a vampire that possessed you? No. No, it was not a vampire. You know what? That's what Patty said when I first got there. She said, this was her exact word. She goes, Lou, are you alright? I said, yeah, Patty, why? She said, Lou, for one, you don't seem like yourself. And then, like, I've been telling the Raptor girls about you for a while now, right? And now that I introduced you, they're afraid of you. And I was like, they're afraid of me? Like, so I must have been putting out this vibe, dude. Because she did. She came to me and she was like, is there something wrong? Because, like, Jen and, I forget what their name is, but Jen and the Raptor girls, they said you felt standoffish. They said you just felt a little standoffish, which I'm usually very friendly, right? Because Patty's like, no, Lou's the most friendly guy in the world. He talked to everybody about it. That's the usual me. But I guess the usual me wasn't fucking there that day. It was somebody else, man. It wasn't me. It's your eyes are difficult in video. Check out the St. Augustine video. You can see how fucking out there I am. And then there's another video right after the St. Augustine video. Like, if you actually look at them in order, there was one where we were in the park and the fucking swing started swinging. And all of us are sitting there. We're like 100 feet away from the park. And we just came out of the fucking lighthouse. Filming it. We're looking for ghosts and stuff in the lighthouse. Not really nothing happened in the fucking lighthouse. We're standing there and all of a sudden we hear, and we all look and there's a swing set and there's two swings on the swing set, but one of the swings is swinging full fucking, and we just walk over to it and we're like, are you fucking kidding me? You could say it's the wind. But if it's the wind, why is the other one sitting dead still? It was fucking weird. I think St. Augustine is a portal. It's definitely on a ley line. St. Augustine is the oldest city in the United States. It's older than Plymouth, Massachusetts, which was where we landed. It's where the first Catholic Mass in the United States was held. The first church Catholic Mass was held in St. Augustine in like the year 1612 or something. Florida got its name when Ponce de Leon went there and called it La Florida, the land of the flower. That was a freaking magical place where all the demons hang out. That's what it feels like. Paula, that's what it feels like. Thank you. Yeah, my hair's growing out. It's pretty long. When haircuts started being $50, that's when I quit haircuts. I quit haircuts like a bad habit. Okay. Think about it. You need a haircut every 2 weeks. $50 a haircut, that's $100 a month just for me. Then, I got children, so I gotta cut their hair too. So every time I go to the fucking barber shop, it costs me $150? Fuck out of here. No way. I'm about to restart society, a whole new society. Where we only take silver and gold. No dollars. Sorry, I'm smoking, drinking coffee, and eating raisins at the same time. Real fucking weird combination of things. The dinner of champions? That is dinner, right? No, we had pizza. The snack of champions. I didn't really eat any pizza. I don't really like pizza. I'm not a pizza guy. So yeah, we had to do emergency surgery on the plants and cull everything that was infected. And now I'm gonna do, I have a little bit of construction that needs to be done. I have to pull one of these walls down, and I'm gonna extend it by about 12 inches, make the room bigger. Oh, I could actually show you guys this today, and I won't even get in trouble, because there's nothing in there. So, I gotta move this wall back about 12 inches, so that there's just a little walkway on that side, so I can get to the other side. And so we got a little bit of construction to do in here, a lot of cleaning. So on this side, in just the last day, my plants had gotten infected with powdery mildew, which is pretty much a crop killer. And so luckily, I had already had a bunch of stuff dry and curing, and so we did get a good amount before the infection took place. And it might not even be as much of a loss as I'm like freaking out. Like I said, I cut out the bad parts. It might turn out fine. We'll see. Play it by ear again. But also, I got what I need for now. That's all. I've had a horrible fucking month. So losing my dog wasn't the best time ever, and it kind of just sapped my energy. And usually I get up first thing in the morning. What happened the last couple of days? I just get up, I turn the light on, and go lay right back down. I usually get up, start my live stream, start mixing up water, grab some water, put my coffee in. I do my shit, right? Every day. But for the last, it was before. I was going through this for a little bit. What happened to baby? She died. Yeah. She's no longer with us. So yeah, that was my birthday gift this year. My dog died. But something really cool did happen. My best friend Zach came up from Greenbow, Alabama.
What's up?
So, and then I had so many friends just support me. You know what I mean? Like Mrs. and Mrs. Fireman CV, Mr. and Mrs. Fireman CV. They were just such a fucking great friends. You know what I mean? They came over. My kids were telling me, they're like, Dad, yeah, and Tia, she was out there and she was digging the fucking hole and jumping on the shovel and all this stuff. And I'm like, well, you know, that's what good friends do. They're like, she's awesome, Dad. I like them people. I do too. They're very awesome. I woke up the next day and I opened my eyes and Fireman's like this far away from me. And I'm like, that's a hell of a face to wake up next to. But it actually was a great feeling to have your friends surrounding me, you know? And having you come up, and even Boomer coming, has been what held me together. What kept me from, all right, how about this? If there's not something out there trying to destroy me, actively trying to destroy me, right? Tell me why, right after baby girl died, Boomer was here, right? And so tell me why that night somebody calls me and says, yo, you want to make $40? Of course I want to make $40. I'm broke, motherfucker. And why? What you want me to do? Oh, I need you to come pick me up, bring me to my house, and then bring me back here. But if you just go to my house and pick up a package I got stashed in my truck, you don't have to bring me back. And then the kid goes and he shows the camera and he's got 2 hookers, right? And he's in a hotel. He wants me to pick up his cocaine from his house and drive his cocaine down to his hotel where he's got 2 hookers. So he says, anybody that comes with you will get a blowjob. And then he's like, well, come on, man. We'll party. Bro, come on, man. How much more of a, like, demonic setup? That's what I'm thinking is, it's like the devil saying, I'm right here, man. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you to come back. Come back, Lou. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm good with your bullshit. I know what comes with that shit. You know what? To anybody who might think of that stuff in the future, think about how bad it makes you feel. It might feel good for 2 seconds, but then you feel like shit for 2 days. Is it worth that? And the answer is no. Because you always end up broke, and you always end up pretty much sick, because it destroys your health. And I mean every kind of drug, not just one, not just cocaine, not just all of them. Even the ones that are prescribed, they all damage you. I can go and hide behind a drug, but all that's going to do is compound the problem and make it worse. So, having good friends around to help you fight through this stuff has been really awesome. They don't live too far from here. Zach came here from Alabama. Fireman came here from 15 minutes away. It's a little bit easier for them. Oh, man. So you guys might be getting me back on YouTube. I don't know. We'll see how things play out. I kind of got mad at the Pill live streaming app. I'd usually be over here saying, guys, come over and fucking join me on Pill. Yeah, not tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Huh?
So you have to turn it to a podcast.
No, you don't. You turn into a motherfucking joint smoking machine. Do you still do ghost hunting videos? No, that's what I was just explaining for like an hour. I experienced a possession, a true demonic possession, like real demon, like something saying, "We are gods," and and then like I'm like cracking and my neck's fucking cracking and fucking arms are fucking moving all weird, and just imagine that shit happening in front of you. I'm just busting chops, Jessica. You're out of here, Paula? What is your pilled username? Same thing. It's Lou Rock. I'm Lou Rock on Pilled. I'm Lou Rock on TikTok. No, I'm not on TikTok. And I never will be. Because I think TikTok is the most insane of the apps.
You do have TikTok.
I have a TikTok?
Yeah, there's videos.
Are you sure? Are you crazy?
No.
I have a TikTok?
Yeah, I have TikTok.
I don't use it!
No, you don't.
I'm so against it. Because I think TikTok is a bunch of crazies. Like, because you have to...
Because you're on Craigslist, not on TikTok.
Oh, probably. So, I have an X. I meant Twitter X. The former Twitter. I'm Lou Rock on anything. So if you're going to find me on any platform, all you have to do is type in Lou Rock. And you will most likely find me. His head is spinning around. My head was fucking pretty much spinning around. The weird shit that night was predictions. So whatever was inside of me would do this. It would point at the wall and it'd go, he's gonna do it again. That's exactly what it would say. It would go, he's gonna do it again. And as soon as it would point and say that, you would hear boom, boom, boom on the wall. And at the same time as the banging on the wall, there was a phone on the table, and the phone would start ringing at the same time. And that's even more crazy, because the story about who was actually on the phone is even more insane. So, like, all of this shit is happening at once. And there's a very scary spirit box session that's filmed after that possession. And it was in St. Augustine, and I had gotten an Airbnb. And it was me, Patty, Logan, and Lucid. And we do a spirit box session that night that talks about the end of the world, the prophecy, all these fucking, like, crazy things. And I really, truly think that we are into the prophecy. I heard the spirit box say multiple times, you're into the prophecy. I could pull it up right now and show it to you. It's so freaking clear. And I wonder why my fucking computer died. Did my computer completely die? It did. Is it unplugged? Down there or something? This is it. Why the fuck? Yo, earlier when we were talking about that shit, my fucking computer turned off.
Excuse me, it did. Wait.
What the fuck? Come on, man.
Excuse me.
What the fuck? How is it welcome? I didn't even put the right pin in. Yeah, exactly. Right here. You guys can check it out for yourself. What the fuck? This right here.
What's up, guys?
No,
Today
that's not it. What the fuck? This is it right here.
What
What's in this closet? You're into the prophecy, my friend. Can you show yourself to us? And they show themselves. They fly from here straight up. Yourself to us. Haunted energy. So let's watch it again. Orbs moving around. What's in this closet? You're into the prophecy, my friend. Well, here, let's check out another one. That was actually during the same, time, which was this one. February 28th, 2019.
I'm just going to ask the world. I'm Trump.
That's not even the one I'm showing this about. It's this one.
This is for your sister. You know what I mean? She feels so guilty.
Lucid, we are fucked. You know what? When they say that it's just pareidolia, fucking when it's just your brain's making up stuff, well, or it's just radio stuff. How does the radio say we are fucked?
I mean, this is for your sister. You know what I mean? She feels so guilty.
Yeah, lucid, we are fucked. They were telling us stuff, man. You're into the prophecy. The world will die. Donald Trump, COVID, all these things were coming out. Oh, here was another one that said, recognize the Sabbath. It kept saying that to us. Recognize the Sabbath. I kept getting that over and over. So, what do? I recognize the Sabbath. So that was a spirit box telling me that we're into the prophecy. Now we're in this war in Jerusalem and all this fucking stuff that goes along with the prophecy, right? So we are in the prophecy. You better believe it. And you know what? I pray every day that God's hand comes down and wipes the fucking slate clean. Because that's what deserves to happen. I hope God's hand is swift and just. What?
You. Oh, God. You out here like a oh, God.
Wipes it all out, yeah.
Oh.
You know why I wish for this? I wish for this because there's children that have to wake up to bombs exploding and their families getting blown up and them dying themselves and they have no clue why. They're not part of the politics that makes those bombs drop. They just live there. You know what I mean? Like children that... I believe God sent us all to test us people. It still seems like the world changed for the worst after early 2020. And maybe even 2019. Agree? Especially since they were telling us, oh yeah, we got this beautiful vial of death here that we'd like you. In fact, we suggest it to everybody that you should shoot yourself up with this death. And you know what? If it doesn't take the first time, we could shoot you up with unlimited boosters. We could boost you to the fucking moon. What is a fucking vaccine when you have... It's not a vaccine at that point. When you have to take 8 of them, it's not a fucking vaccine. That's a treatment. They're trying to do something when... What the fuck? It makes no sense for you to have 8 fucking booster shots for a so-called vaccine when you can see video of Fauci saying the best way you could vaccinate yourself, and this is way before COVID, this is back in like the 90s, he did an interview where he says the best way to vaccinate yourself is to get sick from the flu. He was talking about the flu. If you actually got the flu, then you're vaccinated. You don't need a vaccine. Oh, his view on vaccines changed real quickly. Depopulation. Yeah. Definitely so. You know what, zigzag, that sucks for some people though. I know kids that were in the military, 24 years old, and forced into taking the shot. And he had to sign a waiver saying that he wouldn't sue the military. That's kind of messed up. And then think about all the people that were literally forced into it for their jobs. Oh, well, if you're not vaccinated, we don't want you here. Really? Really? So if I don't inject myself with AIDS, I can't come to work tomorrow? The fuck does that make sense? How the fuck does that make sense? Because you don't know what the fuck is in that injection. Actually, are you alright? You look like you're gonna fucking fall over coughing. You're hot? Okay, I got you. Better? All you gotta do is speak, man. Speak and you shall receive. Do you need a drink or something? You all set? Want a cigarette? In the book of Enoch, it says, in the end times, men will throw silver and gold at the skies in hopes for rain, that it'll rain, right? And that actually blows my mind because that's what they spray into the sky is silver to try to get it to rain. Well, in the book of Enoch, it says in the end, man will try to do this of no avail. The rains will not come. We live in a place that was created by God. Your body has defenses against all of this stuff that are built by God. All the systems of this earth built by God. And when you start to go against that, you take away from that itself. And we've moved away from it.
Today, United States, each state.
An optimist is a badly informed pessimist.
This box got me right.
What's that?
Copies, right?
Yeah. So, I don't think I'm pessimistic. I think I just observe things.
I'm so sorry, everybody. I got this wrong.
Oh, my phone is gonna die. I will see you guys later. We're at 1%. Much love, y'all. Thank you for hanging out with your boy. Peace.
Aloha.